How's it going, everyone? What is up, and welcome back to the channel and another MK11 discussion video. Before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also turn on notifications. Also, like the video, it helps out the channel more than you could ever know. And don't forget to leave me a comment down below, let me know what you want me to talk about, whether it's topics, characters that could be coming, etc. I love doing suggested videos, and also don't forget about the giveaway we have going on here, more at the end of the video about that. But let's go ahead and jump into this. So we made a leak video yesterday talking about a picture that came out, supposedly from the leak that we talked about a few days ago. Now, I kind of went full-fledged into it. I believed most of it, but some of it was not believable. But the more I sat on it, the more I thought about it, and the more I looked at the image, I'm really starting not to believe it. And that brings up a big trend that actually kind of happened yesterday and is continuing today. There was about 7 different NRS leaks at the same damn time. Now, I got 4 of them written down. And we're going to talk about all of them, and we're going to talk about whether you should believe them, because there's only one in here that's even halfway believable, and at the same time, I don't even know if that one's believable. So, I am a news and theories and leaks coverage channel. All opinions are my own. Just because I believe it doesn't mean you have to. I see something I want to talk about, and I talk about it. That's just what I do. If you don't like it, you don't have to be here. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the first leak. So we're going to talk about the first leak, of course. It was the leak that I believed yesterday, the picture. We're just going to get that out of the way right now. The more I looked at it, the more I was like, eh. And the more I was like, Takeda? Takeda, really? I thought it was Takeda. And I was thinking, well, his name in the game files was Takeda, right? Takio, or something like that. And the MKX game files, and even then I was like, oh, I mean, they spelled out Fire God Liu Kang. Like, I actually messaged the Thinny about it, and he didn't believe it at all either. And he was like, you know, why would they spell out Fire God Liu Kang and not spell out Takeda? You know, and he had a very good point. And I talk about the Thinny so much, I'm going to leave a link in the comments below to his Twitter. If you guys want to keep up with these leaks and everything else, go follow him on Twitter. That's where I get all my leak sources from, for the most part, because he's a very credible source in the NRS community. So I'll leave his a link to his Twitter in the comments below. So click on that, go give him a follow on Twitter. He's a cool dude. So the next leak, the one that's kind of halfway believable, is I'm not going to go into the whole thing of it. Just know that the texture might and texture whatever else is also in this leak, and that's what most of the leaks seem to agree on, is the new game modes coming next week. But at the same time, we're just going to go over the DLC and see how likely it is because of the DLC. So we'll start with this one. This one's probably the most believable one, even though some of the DLC is kind of like, eh, like what? So the first character is Sector, of course. Sector has been found in the game files. He's pretty much all but guaranteed now. Havoc, he's also been name dropped so many times and been hinted at so many times. I think he's all but guaranteed right now, all but confirmed. The next one's Michael Myers. I think Michael Myers is probably one of the most likely guest characters at the moment because he fits in with Jason and Freddy, of course, and even Leatherface and Alien and Predator. The next one is Pinhead. Now this is the one that kind of gets me. Pinhead, I don't know. Pinhead's, of course, got a cult classic following, and there's a lot of people that want him in the game, but I almost feel like Pinhead's a little bit too much for even Mortal Kombat. I mean, Ed Boon is classic for stating that he thought Noob Saibot's fatality in MK9 went way too far, and I feel like Pinhead would go so much further in his fatalities just because he's not really a horror movie, and he takes his line of horror to a whole new standard of demonic worshipping and Satanism and everything else. So I don't know if he'll be likely. I think even Ed Boon might be against that. So we'll see about that one. And then we have Ashrah. Ashrah, of course, is a 3D era character. They've been bringing 3D era characters back heavy and hardcore. With Fujin talking about bringing more back. Shiva is technically a 3D era character, I guess, but at the same time, Ashrah, and that's 2 3D era characters in one combat pack. I mean, it's likely for sure. I think the only one that's not really likely there is probably Pinhead, and maybe Ashrah. That's the only ones that get me. But beyond that, that's not really what makes it unbelievable, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But there's also a timeline pack they talk about. So instead of a Combat Pack 3, we get 5 characters in Combat Pack 2, and then we get something called a timeline pack, which consists of 3 characters, which puts us at 8 characters to end the last of the DLC. And those characters consist of Mileena, Cyrax, and Quan Chi, which those actually make a lot of sense for a timeline pack. Mileena and Cyrax and Quan Chi and Mileena obviously died in MKX. Cyrax was in MK11, but he wasn't playable, same as Sector, so it would be it's interesting as to why Sector is actually, or Cyrax is actually in a timeline pack, seeing as he, like, never died in MK11, and he was present in that timeline. I don't see why they wouldn't add someone else like Ermac into the timeline thing, or another character that died, or something like that, like worse Takeda or Smoke. I mean, Smoke could even be in the timeline pack, but we'll talk about the Smoke in a little bit. But the thing that really makes this the most unlikely for me is MK9 Remastered, and it comes with MKXL. So if you get the complete edition that will come out on the PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC, according to this, you will also get MK9 Remastered and MKXL. Now, MK9 Remastered, as dope as that sounds, I don't see that being very, very likely. Ed Boon has never really remastered any of his games. He's went into reboots and everything else, and I think that's what he technically classifies as a remaster. He does a remake. So I don't see why he'd remaster a game that just came out 10 years ago that people have moved on from. I think if he was going to remaster any game, he'd wait until MKXL was like 10 years old and he remastered that. So, that's just my opinion. And the next leak is Smoke, Melina, Takeda, Sector, Harley Quinn, and Mike. Now, I'm not going to talk much about this one, but I think we all know that one's complete bullshit, because why would we get Harley Quinn? Why would we get Harley Quinn? Harley Quinn is already pretty much in the game as a skin for Cassie Cage. It's Cassie Quinn. I mean, they're basically pretty much the same character, one's just unhinged, they have the same humor, they look the same. She's already a skin in the game, so I don't see that being likely whatsoever. Now, Smoke, Melina, Takeda, Sector, and Mike, that makes sense, but Harley Quinn just throws it completely off, so I don't believe any of it because of that one part. I think that's someone debating hard. And the last one is Xena Warrior Princess. I'm gonna throw the image up right now. This one, I don't know. This one is kind of like, it's here and there. Of course, this could be like a development version of the game, but at the same time, that character model is not as big as most of the other character models in the same, preset of looking at their gear, and it's not as high quality as any other character model. Of course, it could be a, development version of the game, it could be a lower quality character model, but at the same time, I'm not too sure on it. I mean, it kind of looks photoshopped. So, I mean, I believe the one yesterday that looks photoshopped to me now, so I could be wrong about this one, but you never know. So yeah, there was also, like, a leak coming from a student who apparently is a programming student, and one of the devs just spilled his guts to the student about everything that was coming in MK11, which made no sense whatsoever. There was also a leak for a new Batman game. Maybe it was Injustice 3, I don't know. There was a couple of other leaks. So, I mean, there was like 7 leaks in one day. Like, what the hell is going on? I cover these leaks and this news and shit, but even sometimes it gets to me like, wow, so they're trying hard. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you think about all of these 7 different leaks in the comments below. And yeah, let's talk about this giveaway real quick. So the giveaway we have going on right now is a YouTube giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe here on YouTube, follow on Twitch, and follow on Twitter. You can also get extra entries for every video that you retweet talking about this giveaway, which is about 8 at this point. I don't always share them to Twitter, so you can go the extra mile, share them yourself, and tag me in them. That's really going to depend on who won the giveaway today, which we will be announcing in the video in a few hours, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. My name is Tootin. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.